everybody, and welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and the sushi belt must expand. And how are we gonna... You found me via my C-block stuff, and you're suffering. Well, I'm sorry that you're suffering. Are you suffering through the C-block, or are you suffering through what you're seeing right now? Because both kind of happens lately. Okay, so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need more belts. That's a known factor because, quite frankly, the bots are just not doing the... You know what? We don't even have a factory that builds belts. Both. You know what? I respect that. I fully 100% respect that. Sorry for the suffering is all I can really say. But if there's anything I can do, please let me know. Alright, so... Hey, look, I mean, C-block was almost a couple of years ago now. What is the strategy to sushi? There is two strategies to sushi, so it's a valid question. There are two main strats to sushi. I've never said that before, and I wish I didn't say it now, but I did. The two main strategies is don't let it overtake a single item overtake things, and be patient. March 2021 was the start of it. Yeah, it was. It's 2 years ago. Wow. Time flies. So yeah, the strategy is don't become overcome with like despair, because it's not going to be fast. It's never going to be a fast run. It's just going to take its time. So you just take its time, chill, relax, have a good time. The other strategy is just don't let it, consume too much. And actually, all this really needs is iron, which is kind of interesting. And that's really the main two strategies. Don't let the belt overfill and relax. Am I oversimplifying it? Absolutely. That's all right, because everything has a place on the belt. Actually, you know what? We will put in iron gears as well, so we don't need to make them here. Makes things a little bit faster and easier. Okay, so really simple start. How to make the belt only have one output? You feel dumb now? Okay, so let's do that. The real thing you got to make sure of, and I don't know if you've seen any of this, you probably haven't because I haven't started uploading this to YouTube yet, but generally every input output has like a series of circuits that say when something's entering or when something's leaving. I was about to sneeze and I didn't. That's annoying. And the things saying entering the belt, there is a bunch of complicated maths that I do not understand that says how much of something should be in the belt. So for instance, right now you see the plastic is red. It doesn't want plastic, but every now and then it turns green. Let's throw a couple more and that'll turn itself red again. And then when something takes off the belt, the green number, which you should be able to see now, the green number will decrease and therefore it'll be less than the red number and allow more stuff to go through. And that's all basically how it works. It's not fast, it's not efficient. We are at about 20 something hours and we haven't even made purple science yet. So as I said, you gotta take your time with this. If you think it's gonna be over quickly, it's not. It's simply just not. Okay, so the purpose of this is just to make more pieces of belt. You're so slow at Factorio? It's alright. Everyone takes their own time, right? Did I just undo that? I did. What a fool. That's fine. Everyone plays the game at their own pace, and that's totally fine. Hey Odaba, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, so here is the plan. Oh, I love it when I have a plan. It seems so spooky. It seems like something's going wrong. We need to get some passive provider chests. Odaba is still the top cat. Damn right you are. And we're gonna stretch. Alright, we can stretch. I only just sat down, but alright, we can stretch. I've already done some exercise for the day. You wouldn't believe it. I looked at a lawn. It was my lawn, and it was because I was asking a guy to deal with it because I am unable to because I am a man-child. Wow, really just insult myself for no reason there. Jeez. You know, call it how I see it. Yeah, looking at a guy going, "Hey, can you deal with this lawn because it's gotten away from me?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." I'm like, "Kinda is though," but you know. It's always I respect the guy who can be like, yeah, I've seen worse, and I'm like, you haven't, but thanks for lying to me. I appreciate the obvious lies. Okay, so we're about to get to blue chips. Now, blue chips we're going to need a lot of, and they're going to consume a lot of greens, but we're not going to worry about that right now, because, quite frankly, I don't want to. So what we're going to do is twofold. One, that's going to come from that side. Let me actually swap these around, because then I can do some cool shit. Okay. Blue chips, that's going to be so frustrating. Well, it's not going to be that frustrating. Okay, so step one, we're just going to do that. What if I just did that? Oh. But I did it in a way that was less stupid. If only it was that easy, I worry because I do not want to worry. Yeah, there's a rather simplistic way of looking at it, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to focus on the yellow belts first because, quite frankly, they're good to have. And the red belts, I just want like a full belt of them, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, no, worry doesn't quite work that way. You can't just say, don't worry. You finally beat Crank? Nice! I've been cranking a lot today, but I've been cranking a little bit. I've been doing a lot of jumps. I'm at tech level 4, if that means anything to you. I'm sure it does. I don't know how much more to go, but we've been cranking. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I've just realized we do not have anything to monitor anything here. It's foolishness at its very core. Okay. Do I want some spoiler advice? I do not, but thank you for asking. Then that goes into there. No, I'm quite happy with non-spoilery, non-advice at the moment because I'm actually really enjoying the investigation and the learning. Unless it was find the button that locks research, because that was insane. Come on, Odava, you want that on the list? You know what to do. There we go. He's got it. Quote will be added. Alright, there we go. So that should make some more delicious and nutritious things. Aren't even wired up, are they? No, they're not. They are now, though. Maybe they should read as well. Reading could be important. But, yeah, no, I found the button that locks sciences so you can just have them going for ages. I was like, damn! That's good stuff. Alright, so that's going to take a little while, but when it starts getting itself sorted, we're going to have some more red belts coming through. I don't think I'm too worried about red splitters at this point. I think that's fine. We've made concrete, right? Concrete was made over here near the water. It is being made. It's not being exported anywhere. Maybe that's something we need to consider. Why am I using the splitter to stop the iron plates? Honestly, a very good question. Bringing out C-block oil is the worst. It's not good. I guess that's a really good question. I could just not do that, huh? Make it look a little bit tidier. I could just go like that. And then, because it doesn't really matter that much. Oh no, you've got a little bit too much more iron. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. We'll live. Not a crisis. You know what I think we're also going to do here? This cell is, I think, going to be a mall cell. But it's good that it's making belts. That's really important stuff. Once the bots build a roboport there, it'll be better. I think what we're also going to build here, just to be a tad spicy, is... Oh, it's coming to me. I'm going to remember the words in a second. Inserters. Was it inserters? Power poles. Get some medium poles in here because we really should be building them. The fact that we're not is silly. So we're just going to keep this going. Because if we can get the bots to start like just making these areas, that would be so good. Oh yeah, we need to start making centrifuges as well. The third centrifuges are going to be centrifuge. Centrifuge? I don't know, I gave up on that one. I didn't give up fast enough though, unfortunately. Did you ask the tower? Okay, I'm just gonna grab some green things because why not? I need some assembling machines. Found one. Go me. So proud of myself. Actually, I'm gonna need a couple, aren't I? Because I need iron sticks and then I need to make medium electric poles. So I think we've got a sort of mall cell over here that we can totally steal. And if we steal from the mall cell... Where's the mall cell? Oh, it's down there. You're looking forward to RimWorld, but Factorio is A-okay? Yeah, look, I'm going to do another stream of RimWorld probably next Tuesday, because we're not going to have one on Saturday, and I was thinking RimWorld, but I got too excited about playing Factorio, and, you know how crime is. You get it. Just one of those. We're still looking at some logistic systems. Not crime, entrepreneurship. That's true. Yeah, RimWorld got really crazy last time. Like, it's never good when you need to be saved by a man in black. Like, that's not good. And that's happening in the first episode. To be fair, it was mostly because everyone was starving and the Dragon Man got pissed. So, you know, that's just how life is sometimes. Sometimes the Dragon Man just get pissed and starts demanding food that you don't have. And it all goes to hell after that. Another thing I was thinking about that I really need to think I need to build is accumulators, and we could have a cell that's just batteries. If we do that, then we can probably chuck a lot more construction bots into the fray. And that would be good. I think it would be good in any case. So what I'd like to do, perhaps, because these aren't really needed for anything except rubber ducky. Of course it's needed for rubber ducky. Bloody rubber ducky, I swear to God. I will end you and I'll end myself. Don't make me come over there. Okay, so we need 3 things. Copper, steel, iron. Gotcha. Copper? Like that. Let's actually put it on the right side. Makes it easy for me. Steel and iron. Iron. Off. I don't know. I'm just trying to make dumb jokes today. None of them are working. I think this is my new thing. You hate it. Don't worry. I'm not a big fan of it either. Okay. One more. And then connect that to that. Right. Plus that, and this is an output, so times -1. Oh, sorry, it's an input rather. Okay. Down near the water is dangerous for me. Damn it, Ghost in Bot, I'm not getting anywhere near the water. I mean, the important thing is Ghost in Bot Oh, goes and bot cares, right? Ah, the creator himself. Takes after its old man, right? Okay, so we want iron sticks, and then we're just going to do this. Again, this is just for mall purposes, so later on we'll probably export these to the bus, but we don't need to right now. New electric poles. Oh, it's jammed up a little bit at the moment. That's all right. And maybe like 2 stacks of those. All right, so it's going to be jammed until we unjam it, so let's unjam-a-lammy. I never played Jam-a-Lammy. I'm not really a big fan of rhythm games, but I do like saying Jam-a-Lammy. It's just a good name. At some point we also do need to consider the train stations. We haven't got there yet, but we do need to consider what that's going to look like. And I think we've got a shortage of steel. Let's see what steel looks like. We want 2.8. We have 1.0. Oh god. How do you sushi train? Well, I've never really explained it because it came to me in a dream, and I don't want people to steal my dreams from me. But I've got a plan. Don't worry, it's not organized, because I know that's what people are concerned about. But don't steal my dreams from me. I like Patapon on the PSP. I've heard good things about Patapon. And it's on, you can buy it on the PS4 now, or PS5, so really want to play Patapon, you absolutely can. Yeah, you can. Did you hear that? It was the sound of Seifer about to make a joke and then giving up before he made it. Ooh. But see, the reason why I'm thinking that I need to consider trains is because at some point I'm going to want to, like, go from one side of the base to the other, like, rapidly. And so even a train that goes from here to here would be pretty useful, but you'd be rather go for all, like, the cardinal directions, you know, north, east, south, west. And I'm about to build train tracks, so maybe it's almost time for that. I hadn't even considered that it might be time for that. Oh, pretty excited about that concept now. We've got lots of mining drills. That's pretty exciting. And yeah, things are being built. So what I want to do is come over here and pick up the concrete. I was thinking about games I wanted to stream at some point today because I was talking to a friend online. And he was talking about Cook Serve Delicious, which I absolutely adore Cook Serve Delicious. And just the idea of how well I can actually cook in real life and playing Cook Serve Delicious, I can already see the jokes making themselves. So I really love Cook Serve Delicious 3. So I was like, oh, I could just do Cook Serve Delicious 3. It's a very, I want to do it, so I'll do it. But then again, hey, welcome to streams, right? Thing I was thinking about. Okay, concrete. I don't think we want much concrete on here. The answer is, how much do we even want? 168. That's nothing. That is actually nothing. Life gives you excess stone, make landfill, C-block players. I mean, C-block players go out of their way to make stone. Unless you were just quoting me, in which case we have a quote system. Remember, if I say anything in a place that you know and it needs to be quoted, As long as you can prove that I said it, I will allow it. That's my general rule. If I said something in a Dark Souls video that's on YouTube like 10 years ago, you can find the clip of me saying it. That can enter the quote system, and I can be embarrassed by it. That's a lie. I have no shame. That's a lie. I do have shame. Why can't I stop lying? I don't know. I don't know. So, next up, accumulators. Batteries are something we don't have a lot. Okay, no, but like some things make sense. Like, how do you move the stone from here? You have old slag makers for landfill, so that's all in place. Yeah, what I quite like to do is, like, mud is just a really good way to make it, because it doesn't really impact anything else. I liked mud as landfill, that was pretty good. It's not early, well, it's not late game, it's green science town, but works pretty well, I think. You don't want to really, if you just have something all it does is make landfill, if it backs up, no big deal. But you're always going to need a lot more landfill on C block. It doesn't matter which stage of the game you're in, you need more landfill. Oh, what's that? You're only at the start of the game, you need more landfill. What's that? You're about to finish, you need more landfill. You'll always need more landfill. It is the one part of the game that never changes. At some point we also need to consider making weapon science. Probably not in any hurry, but we do need to consider it. Wood chest of landfill? Yeah. Wait until you start doing a project that requires 3 wood chests. Whether you're actually going to do that or not, up to you, of course, but... let's do an accumulator. Oh, the wrong place. You crush some stone and filter into iron, copper, or I think you can do something like that. I like how I just disconnect that and I just walk away. They need more yellow splitters. Not red splitters. What? No, we're going to need more yellow splitters regardless. We rather short on yellow splitters though. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea. Are we short on belts? No, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. I think you might be thinking of pie. But at least I don't think that's a C block thing. You do crush slag and turn it into things. AC8 or something like that, yeah. But you probably wouldn't do that as a long-term fix. But I mean, you could. Slag, crush stone, and make landfill. I don't... Going slag to crush stone to landfill, though, slag takes so much power. Now, power is infinite like everything else is in C block, but, you know, do you really want to test it? It's up to you, I suppose. Iron plates, batteries, okay. No, that was correct. And batteries. Not personal batteries. Just regular old batteries, please. Thanks. And we'll do some of this right now while we're thinking about it. Let me just copy what I did before. No. No. We can't because we have no radar over there. Foolish. That's right. It's fairly easy to just do this over and over again. I've done it a million times now anyway. I do it sometimes just to remember that I can. No, it's because I've gotten to do it properly. Alright, that should be good. Is it counting? No. Yes. And again, this is mostly for mall purposes, at least until it's not. Okay. We need accumulators for other things as well. Yeah, we're going to need them for satellites, but for now, mall purposes will do. Hello? Why did this jam? Oh my gosh, because I'm a fool. You are correct, I've done it wrong. Okay. Wow, okay, you know how I was saying? Like, I do this multiple times, so I remember how to do it. Does he remember how to do it? Or 6. Doesn't remember shit. Do not believe his lies. No, don't believe my lies, Panda. No, she's believing my lies, guys. What do I do? Stop lying? We'll see. I think you're asking too much of me. Okay. Connect, connect, connect. Also connect. That was already connected. And then green to there. Okay. That's why it does it this way. Okay, we're good again. It's gonna get me in trouble later. I love it. I'd have it no other way, honestly. We're gonna need some red jibby jabs. We get like a red jibby jab or two, please. I'm also filtering the batteries twice. Oh god. Not a big deal if I'm filtering them twice, it just means they don't ever get a chance to not go here. What about the iron plates that didn't get counted? That got sorted out, I fixed that up. Oh, no, because I pulled them apart, didn't I? Well, good news. I don't know. It's a really good question. The count's just going to be a little bit off now, and there's nothing I can do about it. You know what? If I just have the extra iron plates in here, that's a really good point. No, that was thoroughly messed up. I done goofed it bad this time. Yeah, it's only for a small number, and for iron no less, so... Whole factory jams up. It won't be... Look, if 0.001 of the bus is extra, I think we'll be okay. Probably. We do not need stronger explosives. I mean, cliff explosives, we do. Damn, I want to grab that. Oh, hang on. These are mine. Thank you, thank you. You want more? We need steel. We do need steel, don't we? It is not a falsehood that steel is required. Okay, these next two are coming through. I can't just grab them off the bus or the count gets more messed up. And red circuits is a little bit more drastic than steel. Oh, sorry, iron. Oh, that was difficult. Okay. So here's the plan. Connect that in there, connect that in there. Do we want to think about logistics bots? Do we have logistics bots? I feel like we've got to have logistics bots, right? We do not. We just not research logistics bots. We can't research. No, we can. We do blue science. I just miraculously forget I have blue science. The answer to that is yes, I did. Then what we can start doing is start requesting things. How are batteries going, by the way? Batteries, we have 84 and we want 168. Is that because sulfur is bad? Yeah, kind of, probably. I imagine some more batteries probably would not go amiss. But we would need sulfuric acid. How are we going with those barrels? Sulfuric acid barrels. We have 31, we want 280. Not great. That's not a great number. Iron, however, is doing okay. Which is nice. Iron, we have... Would be the highest numbers. We have 8.4. Wait, hang on. That can't be right.
Thanks for your support.
Thanks for the kibble, Dave. Copper plates we want 20%, and iron plates we want 15%. Doesn't sound quite right, does it? I mean, yeah, we do need copper, I'm not denying that, but I think we can probably drop a couple of percent of copper and add a percent or two of iron. Let's do that. Game? No. Let's go to 18% copper, which is 55555, okay. And let's go a couple percent more iron plating, which is 5882. Okay, so we've got enough copper for a while. Plates are going to go up by another 1.1%, 1,000 rather. Because I think that's probably why steel's not going great either, because we just don't have enough iron on the bus. If we can get these furnaces though. And we'll just make some more steel. I think making steel down here would probably be pretty good. Just because this is near iron. No, we're already making steel there. I don't think we're making steel up here. Maybe making steel up here is good. You kind of want to split up your raw resources. And that is... I've not got any science in it at the moment. Fascinating and terrifying. Straight up not okay with that. But meanwhile, the bots are continuing. The bots are constructing down there. If I get like a roboport over there, it would be pretty good. But anyway, I think this looks like a wonderful steel. The issue you see with making steel by iron is that steel could grab a lot of the iron and not let it propagate through the network. Yeah, exactly. That is a huge problem. And you don't want it to have like a cell next to, maybe a couple of cells apart, like maybe like a north-south, or north-south, that's the same cell, like a northeast, so that way it's like doot-doot. You want to give a chance, and I agree 100% with that logic. So what we're going to do, the good news is because we're not using coal anymore, we can very easily just connect it. Like we just need to do it like this. That's not how you do it. You know this, Seif. Why have you started doing this today? You were not doing this any time before today, and today you're just like, well, yeah, I know. I was doing so well at this, and today I've just decided to just be real stupid about it. Today I woke up and chose stupidity. Bot did well. Every now and then. Actually, most of the time it does pretty well. Alright then, I think that should be good. Yes. We are currently out of belts, which is problematic. What I think we'll do is we'll just do a straight one over. I don't think it'll ever go this far, but you know what? Just in case steel ever like gets maxed out or something, it gives us like a little bit of like a buffer. You know what? I may not say this very often, but I'm a big fan of a buffer. Okay. We connect it like that. Like that. Make that like that. What we can do here, make the bots do it. The bots do the work. Yes. Hey, Sol, how you doing? No JITD? I'm gonna say no, because I don't know what you're talking about. See, look, I've got construction bots now. I can totally bully them into doing my job for me. Alright. Plus, and this is going to be an add. And then we just do that, and we'll be good. We will be, as the teens say, a Gucci. I don't know if the teens actually say that, but I feel like they do. I don't have what? I don't know why, but I feel offended at what you're saying, but I don't know why. Oh, whoops. Ah. Done it again. If we've done it again, we messed up the belt, we got things in the way. Oh gosh darn it. Just in time delivery. No. Setup you're doing is so cursed. You need silver and aluminium for green metal catalyst for plastic. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So you're making the chunks, sorting, throwing out all the ores into a warehouse and grabbing the 2 ores you need. Yeah, that can happen. I've been there. Yeah, he's playing C Block, aka the best mod. Yeah, no, I don't have just-in-time delivery. But, you know, it's working on it. We're working over here. Let him cook, as the kids say. Pretty sure the kids do actually say let him cook. How's power? Good question. Power is fine for the moment. Thank you for asking. Meanwhile, we just need more of these blimmin' that's not going to ever connect to anything, is it? No. Just really need to get more of these rubber ports made. I mean, you never need to restart C Block. You don't lose anything. I guess the only thing you lose is what you were doing, but you could always just deconstruct it all and reconstruct it. You updated the mods and the recipes changed? Then okay, then you have to deconstruct everything and restart it. How far were you though? You weren't that far, right? I mean, relative term, I suppose. We're gonna like keep using these small electric poles till we run out, because I think that seems appropriate. Now this isn't actually connected, so now it is. Speaking of things that aren't connected, that's not connected either. The bots will get to it. Not far researched, all red-green. Yeah, it's not a short journey from there to there, but it's not the worst. Okay. So it's like, oh, no, it needs that one. Once that robot port goes down, then they get access to all these yellows and reds. And that'll actually be a pretty big deal. Right now they're... Okay, all the construction bots are working right now, so that's something. Okay, we've got accumulators, we've got those. I guess we... Oh god, rails. How do we do rails? Do we put everything on the bus? That seems like a terrible idea. We put... Or do we make them in a single place? You know what, chat? I leave this to you. Do I put the rail? No. You know what? I don't leave it to you, because last time I gave it to chat, they gave me the easy way out. Not today. I've learned my lesson, chat. You guys are too nice to me sometimes. We currently don't have any stone on the bus. Must be sushi, but things can be close together again. You know what? That's a compromise that I can accept. Actually, before we disconnect that, we need stone. Against me, always called you the famed masochist. I'm okay with being called a masochist. The famed masochist is the thing that concerns me. Like, I don't like that being my point of fame. It seems a bit much. We really need to build more out this way because our computer needs to be in the center. You do let me do centralized power. That's true. What are you saying? I shouldn't do centralized power? Got it. No, I'm not bloody stopping that. That's stupid. Okay. Stone, we'll go 0.3. Otherwise require steam barrels and engines per block. You can't do steam barrels, can you? Is that a thing? I don't think it's a thing. Stone is 300,000. Okay. 33333. Thank you, chat. You are merciful. Specifically soul-burnt as of this exact moment. Okay, so it's going to take 168 stone. Well, let's get that stone in the bus. Steam barrels are not a thing, no. Yes. Don't trust that bot. It doesn't know what it's talking about. It speaks craziness. It whispers insanity to you. Oh god. Okay, the bots have spoken. Yeah. Bots speak too much. Don the mask? Alright, we will don the mask. Honestly surprised this mask has survived so long and not broken. One day the mask will break and then we'll have a 1 hour funeral for it. Oh, we want to look at a cat from the calendar. You know what? I've been thinking about the cats from the calendar. Where are we up to? We are up to the 21st of March. Okay, so we're almost like a full month behind. Oh no. Okay. The question, as always, is the cat you're about to see a great cat? So we're gonna go switch the camera over here so I can see what's going on, and we're gonna go. Whoa, bam! Here's a cat. Black cat. Is it good luck? Is it a great cat? No one knows. Guess we'll know in about a minute. There's a cute void. I mean, black cats are adorable. I love a black cat. You know, the reason why they say a black cat crossing your path is bad luck is because you'll be late anyway, because you want to pet that black cat. Because they're so fluff. We had a black cat once, and I loved it, but I don't know what happened to it. It just vanished one day. We never saw it again. It was very sad. But he was just the sweetest little thing. Good little cat. And sometimes you curl up next to this like fluffy black hat, and you couldn't tell which one was the hat and which one was the cat, because it would be turned into a little circle of void. But it's deemed a great cat, and thus it'll go into the Cat of the Month contest. How exciting! I'm excited. All right, let's continue. Just put everything back to where I need to be. Have it? Okay. Wham. Wham. I should have distributed power by putting water barrels and coal on the belt, but I'm allowed to put the boiler and steam engines next to each other. You know, yeah, Carl, you're right. I could have been more masochistic than I am. Yeah, you know what? I should have done that. I could have done that. I should have done that. But I am what they typically call in the biz a coward. Okay? Because I am too afraid to do what needs to be done. Building a pod racer. It does kind of look like a pod racer. What am I doing? Needs to be anything. Oh, I see what I've done wrong. Every now and then I just have those moments where I just go, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright then, that should fix it. And then it should stop any second now. Then we do this. Then it can sort its business out. There we go. Now the stone can travel the world. There's the issue you can't unbarrel the water without power. Yeah, I suppose you couldn't. Yeah, I suppose you would absolutely be stuck. Unless you had something that could unbarrel things without power. But I don't know about that. Travel the world in the seven seas, everyone is looking for... Look into that song. You forced me to install a crank mod and forced me to crank. Look, I've been cranking all day, okay? Don't think I haven't been. We need to probably... we'll let it go for a bit. And if we connect that, that connects that whole line, which is fun. See, now this looks pretty jammed, and I'm not okay with that. The bots are just slowly getting around to doing stuff. And you can see it because, like, you can see where they've gotten stuck. Because it's just jammed completely. Ghost and door. Oh no, he formed his own Harry Potter house. He's positively British. That'll stop him. Ghost is officially British now. Hey, Tear Off, how you doing? Okay, we need a radar dish. The steel should be pushing back up again. 977 out of 2.8 thousand. Can I be ready to kill God or die trying? What are you playing? I'm going to take a guess and say you're playing something, but barreling steam. So barreling steam would just be like clunk, clunk, clunk. Click, click, clunk. Gotta go back on the belt, you see. Stupid. What was the anime about dead schoolgirls killing God? I mean, was there only one like that? Madoka Magica? I don't think it's Madoka Magica. I don't know. I really don't watch a lot of anime these days, to be fair. And to say just one anime that was, it just seems like a very, I mean, it just seems like what anime schoolgirls do. Like anime schoolgirls wake up each day and choose violence. Specifically against a god, apparently, in my mind. Okay, so I would like to build a radar dish over here. They're also dead. Yeah, it doesn't change, potentially. Depending on how you perceive things. Okay, so we've got more radar coverage. We could go down there and get the crude oil for the solid fuel. I wouldn't really worry about it. That's one of those ones that's going to be confusing out of context. In fact, I'm not entirely sure it made sense in context. Okay. So now we've got stone on the bus. We can go back to making the things that I wanted. It's kind of a big one. What is the point of this base? We're going to make a duck. We're going to make a duck. We're going to make 5 ducks a minute. That's the point of this base. A duck, if you know, takes 197 objects. Some of these things are stupid. Yeah, it's just going to take all of that stuff. So that's the goal. We have 197 objects, 5 per minute. This is not going to be a quick run. I'm not here for the short haul to be like, look at me, I did it, guys. Clap, clap. I've done that before. We're not doing that again. We're in the long haul for this run. That's 5 rockets per minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might give up. I might fail. But right now, I refuse to give up. Because the idea is, if you just have enough, you just win by sheer quantity. Now, is this possible or plausible? I honestly don't know. But the goal of the base is really, ultimately, to find out. You're all in on me failing? Well, stay tuned, Ghostian, because I guess we'll find out. I mean, you're already pretty sure of it. I know you've been saying how sure of it you are since the beginning of this. But, as I said, I want to be the Sushi King. And no Sushi King gives up as quickly as you think. You're thinking like a Sushi Baron or a Sushi Knight? No, Sushi King. That's my goddamn right. Cells are too small. We can build cells bigger. We can build bigger cells. No, no, this is not being torn down. Heresy, I say. Who tears down any part of their base? I tell you, heretics, servants of Corn tear down parts of their base. Do I look like a servant of Corn? No, Nurgle, all the way, buddy. You know that. Don't disrespect me with your rhetoric. Look, if you think you can do a better sushi base, I encourage you to do so. I do need to make nukes. Do I? Do I actually? Oh shit! I do need to make nukes. Oh shit! I'd have it no other way. Spidertrons are the problem? Oh shit, do I need to make... Ah! Ah! Spidertrons are fine. You don't need to use fuel cells for... It's not quite every item in the game. There are some brief exceptions. For instance, you do not need uranium-235, only 238. Bad news is 238 is the difficult one, so meh. But, you know, there is exceptions. They are few and far between. Bug? It's not a bug. Do you need me to contact the developer of the mod and ask him? I can contact the developer of the mod and ask him if you really want me to. Hey there, SeiferKatt here. You probably heard of me. Anyway, and Ghosting's like, I am the developer, and I'm like, ah, shit. I don't think use cells are part of it either, to be fair. Yeah, use cells aren't part of it. You Fame Massacre SeiferKatt here. Add the randomizer. Next run. Next sushi run we'll do that. Or we'll do C-block. No, I think randomizer sounds more fun because it's more horrifying. I think people appreciate seeing the run and understanding how mortifying what they're seeing is. Even doing just vanilla vanilla. Look, I'm kind of thinking sticking with vanilla for a while. I think Nullius broke me in a way that I didn't expect to ever be broken by Factorio. And I think I'm just gonna stay away from like big ass mods for a while. Don't worry, if you're going, oh no, is he gonna like do a mega base? No. Oh yeah, vanilla-ish, that's true. I'm never gonna do a mega base. I respect you and myself more than that. If you like mega bases, don't worry, I'm not actually razzing you. Just not my thing. I should at least play K2 at some point. Maybe. I could do, I suppose, but right now, I think, you know, I think there's a lot of things that people sort of forget as they play a lot of the game. They go, oh, you know what, mods is where it's at. Always play mods. And I'm thinking, maybe we don't have to. Maybe mods are great. They are, we know that. But maybe mods aren't everything. Not building mega base. Yeah, but a mega base is organized and has trains that are like 10 carriages long. We are going to have trains 10 carriages long, but not like this. Tumbling has 2,000 hours in the game, has never installed a mod. Well, see, that's a rarity though, isn't it? 'Cause a lot of people go, oh, I installed every mod in that's been known to man, and that's what I've done. What a lot of people do. Now, of course, everyone does their things differently, and that's totally fine. But a lot of people don't. A lot Like, the only people who play base game, and I'm, completely off the mark here, but it's what I see. If they're new, they're playing base game. If they're experienced, they're playing K2, SE, Pi, C Block. That's totally fine. They're all great mods, but I think I'm going to be the Sushi King. I'm sticking to that. That's my goal in life right now. Become the Sushi King. You can call me Sushi King. Sorry, Sushi King Cat. Don't call me that. I've just realized it's too hard to say. But you get the idea. Famed Masochist works better. Can I just be like unfamed Sushi Cat? Yeah, Sushi Cat works too. Samurai Sushi Cats. Indeed. I need to go and add like rails to the network. Because you know what they say, you gotta get railed. How much rails do we need? We need 30 per 3, so 10 per science. Oof. A lot. Yeah, but we want to have purple science go through the base, so we do need to actually have them going. I think we're going to go 0.5. 0.5 is a lot, but it is required, and I don't know why this isn't purple. Purple. Good. So 200,000? 200,000 for rail. Okay. Like output to the belt and immediately pull back. No. I know what you're saying, but I wouldn't be famed masochist SeiferKatt if I did it that way. You know what, Dave? Kind of growing on me. Because one thing we're actually going to start needing to do very soon is, oh, hello, damsel, and hello, everyone. And thank you for the follow. Atlantis is the epic. You may be wondering what... You may be wondering what's happening here. Thank you very much for giving the shout out. Hold on. You may be wondering what's happening here. And that's fair. That's fair. You may be scared. You may be concerned. But do not worry. This is normal. I am SeiferKatt and I have decided to become the Sushi King. Owl's flat sound. An owl! I'll play that game. So, be not afraid, he says. So, what we've got here is a series of maths, and the maths is all determined by an Excel sheet that looks a bit like, remember the Excel sheet? Thank you. It looks like this. Okay, well, let's get rid of the Excel sheet, it's scary. This Excel sheet tells me how much of everything I want on the bus. Now, to be fair, it's all very fuzzy numbers. But for instance, if I want, let's just glance the sheet for a second. If I wanted 18% copper, then I'd put this number in here. And that'll give me 18% copper. This all goes through to here and gives me my red signal. Okay? The red signal says, this is what I want. And that is based off approximately how many belts I have. The green signal does two things. It adds +1 every time something goes onto the belt, and goes -1 when something leaves the belt. That is what we're doing. And then, of course, before something enters the belt, it goes, actually, do we need it? So, for instance, if we looked at something that we have a lot of, here we go, green chips. You'll see there, it doesn't need any more, but occasionally the light goes green, and it will let through a couple more. There it goes. So, that is what we are doing. Now, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? That's the real question. Everyone goes, well, this is great, Seif, but what are you doing? Do you just want to launch a rocket? No, my friends. No, 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 no. That's baby speak. I would not be king of sushi if all I want to do is launch a rocket. I want to build the duck. The rubber ducky has 197 ingredients. 197 ingredients for the ducky, which includes almost everything in the game. Almost. Including Spidertrons, including rocket silos, including copper wire. That was not as scary. Includes one of everything. Includes a rubber ducky sweatshop. That's new. Includes a satellite. It includes one of almost everything. It doesn't require everything, but the things it doesn't require aren't really that big a deal.
For goodness!
Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Nisma. What else floats? What is that? Okay, what is our ducks per second goal? Ducks per second is not actually fair. Well, actually, we can work that out. Hang on. I'm going to do the maths on this. I can do this. Ducks per second you want to know. It's going to be a point something, I'm afraid. It's not going to be a... Okay, so we want to do... 1 duck every 12 seconds. That's right, 5 ducks a minute. That's the goal. So, that is what we are doing here. Man, all the streamers are here. Hello, Maholic. And look, if you guys don't follow T-Hacks, Damsel, or Maholic, and I'm so sorry if I've got someone else there, totally follow them. They're good stuff. They're good stuff. They're good people. Run a good stream. All 3 of them. But that's what we're doing. Now, at the moment, we're trying to get all the belts to red. Once we get all the belts to red, we actually know how many belts we have. Because then we can just go production tab, buildings, how many red belts do we have? Oh, and then we can calculate it properly. One thing you've got to consider when doing a sushi belt like this is they stream a good ham. They sure do. You've got to consider that you are not here for a quick run. This is not a speed run. This is slow. We are about 30 hours in and we haven't made purple signs yet. This is gonna be a long run. Don the mask? Was I told to don the mask? Oh, I was told to don the mask. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the question is, what is not used for the duck? Good question. Things that are not used for the duck that I've able to determine. Here's a few. You do not need. Oh no, give me a second.
Veldak just
Let's let it do this.
resubscribed for 17 months. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow. Meow meow meow.
17 months is so
Meow
annoying.
meow meow. 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 Long live the Sushi King.
All right, so I'll go with what we don't need, what I've confirmed we don't need, and then I'll do your meows. So what we do not need is uranium-235. We do not need space science. We do not need... I feel like there's something else we don't need. I don't remember. Anyway, so Veldak is 17 months. That means 17 meows, which means meow meow meow, 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 meow, meow. No space science. Yeah, oddly enough, space science isn't required, but you do need fish. So that probably evens out a little bit there. Do we have any stone mines nearby? Stone up there. I know, no space science. It does need wood, however the mod... Guys. Rude. It does need wood. Oh, we never actually added the rails. We just talked about the rails. How much is the fish? One fish per space science or 1 fish per sushi. How do you automate fish and wood? Now, the mod does allow you to turn off the requirements for wood. And I think that's not going to happen. I think we're going to use wood because I don't think it's going to be a problem. If it becomes a problem, we can always switch it off. But I don't want to. Okay, we need to add rails. Sorry, I was doing this before and then I got raided and I got very confused. 200,000. Right. Did I actually not do that? I did do that. Hang on. That's just not connected or something? Oh, it's not connected. That's why. Okay. How much is the fish? It's a modern classic. Hold back your rhythm attack coming down the floor like a maniac. Hold your tracks or clean up the dish. By the way, how much is the fish? I don't know the song, and I know the rhythm probably wasn't right, but I'll go with that. Okay, so anyway, that is rail. Now, I've been authorized by chat to do some stuff. So we're going to also do production science packs over here, but we will need production science packs other places as well. Everything goes to everything. Yeah, more or less. You automate fish by launching space science into... Oh, the rhythm was pretty close. Damn. I'm just some sort of rhythm master now. I'm not. Okay. We need 3 things, which means 4 belts. Okay. Needs more boom, boom, boom. Well, at some point today, I would like to start considering the rail network. That is something we do need to start thinking about. There's a lot of things we need to think about. This is going to be one of the this is one of the harder ones. This is going to take a little while before we start getting our first purple science, but at the very least, let's start preparing it, right? So before we let anything come into this, my little sanctuary, we've got to make sure that it maths properly. If it doesn't math properly, then we forgot Finger Boys exists. That's why all my artillery trains are called the Finger Bus. Because they go boom, 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 boom. Okay, so this... I know I should automate this, and I have, but I just can't be bothered actually doing things properly. It just increases the chance that I make mistakes, right? And that's what everyone's here for. By ABBA. Gosh darn it. I was listening to Finger Boys like a few months ago, and I'm like, wow, I remember them being better when I was a teenager. Okay, so that is all good. We can turn that on. Unfortunately, just because the rarity of any of these objects coming through, okay, we'll don the mask again. Yeah, meow it up, buddy, meow it up. Oh, a backwards B. That's cute. All right. I'm gonna add these in. Hello, Peta. How you doing? Hydrate. Hydrating wearing this thing is always difficult. You gotta be like this. And now I'm blind. Alright. Sushi. Yeah, we haven't added my rant about the Sushi King yet. But for those who do not know, my goal is to become the Sushi King. And I will... King of Sushi. There's the rant. We are slowly running out of stuff, but that's okay. We are running sound alerts by Valdek. Yeah. He's good at what he does. We'll keep him on, eh? Okay. Red, green, purple science. I don't see this happening anytime soon, but we'll give it a go, eh? And then we need to math. That needs to add 1. You know you've done this a lot when you're kind of doing it mostly automatically. Okay. How did I start? Did I just play normally until I got a circuit network? Pretty much. Pretty much. You have to watch this playthrough. You have to sleep. You'll watch the VODs. The VODs are actually quite a way out because I'm still posting nullius, but thanks for coming by. Take a little while. Yeah, when you start, you pretty much just rush towards circuits, and once you get there, then you start building. The power lines and the robo network were pre-planned. So I've got this here, which is just a very basic cell, and they're just really easily pasteable. Water, if you're wondering how that's worked, we just build over it. But the thing is not currently designed to allow landfill, but it'll get there. We'll design that eventually. Okay. Did I switch the read to... Yeah, it's on pulse. By default, it's on pulse, I think. That's a good question, thank you. Okay. So... they're currently not counting anything because they don't know how to math. If we allow them to math real quick, that'll allow these to go on. There they go. Like that. So we now have... Hey, look, no worries. You got nothing to apologize for. Argue whether my bad is an apology, but I'm going to call it one, and you got nothing to apologize for. It's all good. I would rather someone say, hey, I think you forgot something, and I didn't, than go, hey, he probably knows what he's doing, because I probably did forget something. So, I'm not going to judge you for that. I appreciate it. Oh, we're going to spice it up a bit. I forgot something. What did I forget, Gosin? I feel like you're trolling me, but what did I forget, Gosin? Please tell me. The power for this thing? Because you're right. You don't know. Thank you so much, Gosin. I really appreciate your input. It's like that point where all of a sudden you realize maybe I've been too lenient on someone. Do you sometimes have a sinking feeling that I forgot something? I always have a sinking feeling I forgot something. Like Poland. Wait, did I forget Poland? Ah. Philip B? Welcome. Okay, so right now, are trains allowed? Yes, they are. Just because I haven't built them yet. We've only just built rail for the first time today, and you know what? It's So, I'll let you know this now, because I've been telling everyone this for a while. I have a plan for trains. It came to me in a dream. So you know it's a good plan. Got Poland as a common catchphrase. I honestly don't get it. But yes, trains are allowed. I have not yet revealed how trains are going to be done. But don't worry, it'll still be chaotic. Don't you worry about that. I know people are worried that, oh, was Steve going to do trains in a sane way? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not what we do over here. I'm going to take that and build rails somewhere else. I don't know where I'm going to build rails somewhere else. Oh yeah, no, we're going to have trains. Can't mega base without trains, Solburn. You know that. You're not a rookie. Will they be jumping? No, because I think jumping trains are going to require another thing. And if you have another thing, that means the ducks get harder. I think the duck mod is generally designed, unless there's exceptions, to just accept new items as part of the duck. Apple Science Splitter is trying to split the wrong side, is it? I'll tell you if I can bloody find the thing. Well, we'll fix a couple of things first. Come back here. We'll be back. Bye! Right, there's a couple of things wrong with that as well, anyway. Because we also didn't do the negative blueprint. Oh goodness, you're right. Look at that. So right. That's why they call him Professional Dave, because he's the most professional person you'll ever know. So currently we have 0 things in here, but that's okay. We'll build up to that. The problem is we don't have enough of any of these resources. We also don't have enough blue science, which we might need to add another cell of that very soon as well. Not because of shortage of sulfur. We've got plenty of sulfur. It's just in the wrong place. Sounds a lot like we don't have enough sulfur if you in more complicated words, doesn't it? Steel. How are we doing with steel? 944 out of 2,000. Not good. Okay, where did we jam that up? There. Okay. Okay, so we need to add more rails. Okay. And that needs to go... Oh. Oh, that's wrong as well, isn't it? Because that... Alright, so that can restart its dark work. I like how they're just regular inserters there. Like, I don't know why they're regulars, but you know what? I'm not changing it. Oh! Thanks, guys! Look at that, my bots just dropped me stuff. They did the building for me. So cute. Why is that not powered?
Bot kicking, for goodness!
Ongoing circuitry is not connected to network. Could be. It is. Yep, yep. Thank you very much for following, Dark Helmet. I understand your Schwartz is strong. Why is that not connected? Oh, because it's not connected there. Okay. This is currently struggling. You know what? I feel like we might need more belts. No, we don't. We just need more belts here. Oh. Well, shit. And that, to me, sounds like we need to have another set of splitters somewhere. Because we're clearly short of them. And that's just not good enough. We're better than that, people. Not much better. Yeah, better. We're going to steal some of these. So we can finish what we're making. Connect that in there, and then that should be good. Oh yeah, we'll... By the way, Steve, personal bots. It's a good question. We should get onto it. We've built logistics. Logistics shouldn't take too much work. Well, Neil, don the mask. The mask has been donned as per your request. What gets connected to the network for finished products entering the belt? Things that need to be produced elsewhere is the main thing, and also anything that needs to go for the duck. There are some things at the moment that will need to be connected later that haven't been, such as accumulators, which now that I think about it, now that I'm thinking about accumulators, where are they? Steve, why you put pins on your base so you know where things are? Good plan. Okay, we've got 4 accumulators. Total. A great number. I was kind of hoping for more of those. We need more blue science, which, funnily enough, is actually really easy to make. Yeah, we don't need accumulators now anyway. What's going on here? Lack of steel. I see. I'll get there. Funny that red circuits is the thing that we've got too much of. Scaring him. Don't bring up such smart ideas, please. Right, this was the steel that we were working on, wasn't it? Just never connected it. No! Don't bring up factory planning. It's too scary. Lack of toes and toddler ants? Lactose intolerance? God. I think bone apple tea. I love bone apple tea. It's so silly. Okay. The reason we got lack of steel is because we prepared steel, but the belt never actually got finished. That's alright. Belt will be finished now. All this extra steel that we're going to produce. 30 per minute. Now you can make fun of that, say that's not really that much, but actually, not. But it'll do. I don't think it gets in that level of iron anyway. Outgoing combinator, which one? Thing. It is. Like a 4? Like maybe a 6. No, 6 implies somewhat happy. I missed one. I don't think I did. Where? Outgoing combinator on purple science. Did I? Where is purple science? Oh, it's right there. Connected to red. Connects over to there. Connects to itself. Connects up to there. Yep, no, purple science is fine. But that's now going to be making steel and also consuming iron. Is that Harvey's not just the name of my bots? It's also a movie about a guy with mental illness. Yeah, I'm feeling that right now. He thought he had a 6-foot tall bunny friend. Are you saying he did not have a 6-foot tall bunny friend? Or are you just saying you couldn't see it? There's a difference, you know. Let's see another cat from the cat calendar. Actually, you know, that sounds like a great idea. Oh, that's a cat. You got the output combinator on my second rail set up. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll set up. I'll have a look at a cat, eh? First off, let me find the second rail setup. It's over there. Why does the combinator connect to itself? Oh, you know what? You're right there. Oh my goodness, that's not connected. Wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't. It would just be a bit confusing. Why is it connected to itself? So it's connected to itself, so that way it remembers how many it's used before. You're right, I did miss one. So for instance, this here knows that this inserter has worked 633 times for red, 633 times for green, and 393 for blue. It just knows that. And then it puts out what it knows has happened to the network. So it knows how many have come in and how many have gone out, and then it maths it all together, and then it figures out how much we need. Anyway, let's look at a cat. Yeah, I absolutely did miss one. If I miss one, though, it's still going to count them. It's just not going to put it in the system correctly. It knows correct. So, over here we do a thing called Cat of the Month. I have a cat calendar, see? And it's a cat a day calendar. We're currently still in March. The question is this cat you're about to see a great cat? Okay? If it's a great cat, you say yes, and it goes into the Cat of the Month contest that we'll be hosting in a couple of weeks at this point. And if it's not a great cat, you'll never see it again. It's just how it is. So, This is very important stuff. Is this a great cat? Really, it's an orange cat. You know, does that change anything? I don't know. It's certainly orange. It's looking directly at the camera, though. I know that's not what you're supposed to do. It's a greater cat. Oh. Solburn, you're a fan of the orange cats. So yeah, this is the thing we do. Now, you think Cat of the Month contest is going to be a boring stream. It takes about an hour. But man, does it get heated at the end. There is some harsh words. There's like some real big fights. People call everyone stupid because they don't vote. My wife shouts from the other room, "We were robbed." You know, it gets really heated rating for which cat is the best cat. Are there explosions going on in the background? I don't think so. Furs are flying. Oh yeah. Claws are scratching. Furs are flying. And this is deemed a great cat with 75% of the votes. So we put it in the box. We got a bunch of great cats. Actually, that's fine. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Are there explosions or what going in the background? I don't think so. Should there be? Should there be explosions? Probably not. Alright, so that's waiting for Stone. That's alright. Stone will get there when it gets there. The important thing is every time it pulls a stone out, that means it doesn't need stone somewhere else. So what I think it's time to do is make some more blue science. Now, I saw some blue science over here. But we can totally just go swoop and swoop on over and just steal that plan. And over here looks like a good place for it. Tough cat. There's an argument to make that all cats are great cats. Now, it's a good point, Dark Helmet, which is why the argument is all cats are good cats. All cats are good cats, but not all cats are great cats. The valid argument, though, and this is a argument we've had before, let me tell you. All cats are good cats, not all cats are great cats. It's a heated debate here. When you go by the name SeiferKatt, you kind of people expect to see cats. Now, I know people are like, oh, where's your cat, Seif? I don't have a cat. And I don't know if / when we'll get a cat. One day, perhaps. But not anytime soon. But for now, you're going to have to be happy with a cat calendar. It's the poor man's cat. Alright then. Most of that should just connect fairly happily back into everything. We'll keep using these basic inserters. At some point we'll upgrade them to blues, but we don't need to do that just yet. I don't know if we've got long inserters available. And also, it appears that we didn't take everything I wanted from that. Let me try that again. I'm taking everything, please. Thank you. So we go green into there, and then we go red and green into there. Okay, good. Personal robot will win. Eventually, it's coming. I hear the complaints. I put them in a little box, and we will open the box at some point today. Okay. It seems like someone who's not actually gonna help into it, isn't it? You're in awe of the sushi belt? If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. No one ever said this was worth doing. Oh god. But it's fun. I'm enjoying myself, and you know what? Isn't that really the goal of video games? Is there a complaint box? There is not. But if you'd like to create one, I'm happy to go through it. Should I just create a complaints box and then we'll just do it as like a stream thing? You're just glad it's not you doing it? You know what? A lot of my Factorio streams, people are saying that to me. Wow, I'm glad you're doing this because I'm not going to do it. Like it's a thing that needed to be done. None of this needs to be done. Oh. Ah, still missed that one. When it gets there, it's going to do so much work. There's too much coal on the belt. Yeah, I agree. There is too much coal on the belt. Let's drop it by a couple of percent, eh? Of course, if the coal ever runs out, then we're in trouble. I think Dave, you were the one who was saying it. Still needing 11 more roboports as far as I'm aware. Why are we not making these? We need more bricks. Are we having a shortage of bricks or just we just don't get around to it? We are only wanting 168 bricks on the bus. That might be the problem. Can we up that percentage just a little bit? So bricks at the moment are at... Yeah, bricks are at 0.3%. Let's take that to 0.6. Let's double the bricks. My God, he's gone mad. That's one with 5 sixes. Okay. Where are bricks? What does a brick look like there? All right. Okay, so that's going to give us a lot more bricks. We are probably going to need to make more electric furnaces. Trucks. Okay, other things we're going to need is we're going to add speed ones, efficiency ones, and productivity ones. You know what? We're not going to add efficiency ones. That's a silly idea. We're going to add speed ones, though, and we're going to add productivity ones at 0.3 each. That puts the total of the bus at 99.3%. Which I'll show you that. So basically it works out, I'm trying to get to 100%, but 99.3. We haven't taken coal away yet though, so that's alright. Okay, so 0.3 is, no, 0.3 is 333 recurring, okay. I need efficiency 3s for spiders. I haven't adjusted for new belts in a while, no. And we will get to that at some point. That's really why I'm trying to get all the reds done. Really? Do I really need efficiency 3s for spiders? You son of a rat. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure that out later. We'll drop coal to 13%. I think that's probably appropriate, which is 7692. That's fine. I just didn't think I'd be needing quite so much. Okay, so coal was going to drop by about 1,000 or so. It's fine. Yeah, that's probably alright. Steel is still short by almost 2,000. Oof. It's a lot. What was the other thing I just adjusted? Oh, I put the productivities in. I don't think they were in before, so that means they were not ever going around. But they're going around now. I'm going with red chips, by the way. Red chips are about 200 short. Not a big deal, but it is a deal. No, it is an amount. Oh, this isn't looking good. Is this iron almost done? Say it ain't so. There's 4.2k left. Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, we are almost done with this mine. Uh-oh. That's alright. We've actually got 2 backup mines already. Oh, never mind. There was a sneaky little bit of iron right there. Sneaky, sneaky. but that's going to be done very soon. And then we'll tear most of this up. Do not tear this up, because otherwise it will forget that we ever had 182,000 into the belt, and it's going to go very stupid very quickly. But yeah, this is my initial. How's my copper going actually? My initial copper line is still going okay. Makes sense actually. Yes. I mean, we can always replace it with a constant combinator. That is an option. But I would prefer just never to touch it, just to try and get some preciseness out of it. Do we actually have another copper one being mined? We do not. That's dangerous. Not that we don't have copper available, because we've got a copper there. Is that all the copper we've got? Surely not. Hang on, let's turn this off. That is all the copper we've got currently. Interesting. Let's go and... I need more electric furnaces. That's a well-known fact. Everyone's saying it. But let us go and mine that copper. Thank you for following Carl the Wimp. Good. Yes, you're moving to another business unit. You mentioned that. Two freshest co-workers on the team asked you to tell them they'll be looking for more people. Why are they worried that... Oh, like from your... Oh, they want to go with you. Why though? Ah, that was a dick response. I apologize. I am joking, I hope you know. Right, I was supposed to be making logistics bots. There's so much to do. Not complaining though, I'm having a good time. Actually, we need to consider... Do you have any undergrounds? I know we've got undergrounds somewhere, I just don't have them on me. Well, the bots will figure it out. Okay. That's a fair enough reason to try and get away from any job. Get away from someone who is not particularly pleasant to deal with. Well, I don't know. I don't. There's no reason for me to shit talk someone I do not know. Yeah, see, I was right. Currently don't have the bots doing anything. I think we're just short on work for the bots to do. Poor little bots. You're bored. Probably because this is just not producing the iron that it used to. But what we're going to do very soon is we're going to switch this. Actually, probably not even switch this, but we're going to start importing iron from here, and that should help. Thankfully, that looks like it's doing pretty well. We'll wait until all the iron is consumed before we start messing around with it, though. And we will... Why don't we just do it like that? There we go, that'll work. Chat GPT doesn't understand sushi belts. Honestly, no offense, a lot of people don't. These only transports a few items. Yes, you're right. It doesn't understand at all. Don't you understand sushi belts? You got to carry everything. Does it mention that I'm the sushi king? If not, it is wrong. I am the sushi king. Bow in reverence and shake in horror. All right, I got weird in a hurry. Welcome to the stream, I suppose. Okay. Nope. Cool. So now it just needs to get those connected, and we have a little bit more copper available somewhere else in the base, which is always good to have like resources scattered for these sushi runs. I didn't think it would be a good thing, but you do need to. You stop dreaming of grandeur and come to dinner. I've already had dinner. Dinner is what I have before I stream. Like, I have dinner and then I come to stream. So sometimes if I'm a bit sleepy in the stream, it's because I ate too much. Blocking on that. Valid point. Thank you very much. And fix that up before it becomes... No, we can't fix that before it becomes a problem. Here we go. And let's connect everything through. There we go. I think it's time to boost the signal. How close are we to one extra... Before we do this, how close are we to one extra thing? Like 4 or 5 steel. Alright. Wait, you guys didn't finish though, did you? You finished. You must have finished. Otherwise you'd be working right now. Okay, well, we'll make them finish. There we go. Probably coming to collect that right now. They are. Yeah, they used to be, and then I realized a better way to do it. Because otherwise my count would be off. And sure, it wouldn't be a huge amount, but it would add up, you know? Can I find like any steel? Not really. Matter of principle? I accept that. Yeah, steel is a problem. What if we just built another one of these things here? Because these electric furnaces just aren't going quite as hard as I need them to. Let's see. Where have we done steel before? Not like that. Not you. Like that. fix that one spot where you grabbed the blueprint. Not one spot. Oh, you mean that? The bots will get to it. I think that's why nothing has ever been working though. Maybe that's why I don't have as much steel as I thought I did. That would make sense. Sadly agrees. Bots are doing their best, but their best, unfortunately, it's not good enough. Okay. Oh. I'll find space in a moment. You can see it catching up. Suppose it needs to be connected through there as well. What do you reckon? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so that's my 229 steel. Let's add it to the bus. Recently, probably. We had more of these? No, quite frankly, we don't. And they're trying to build more anyway, so... Okay, so I was just trying to add more steel into the bus in a place that was very obvious. And I've lost it. That's not the biggest surprise I've ever heard in my life. I still am annoyed by it. Where did I put my steel? Dude, where's your steel? Down there. Stop the steel! No, we need to start the steel. Yellow splitter on the red belt below. That's true, we can fix that. No reason for that bullshit. I'm trying to find a place where I can just steal a yellow belt or two. Yellow splitter or two. I mean, here would be... Why not? That's that one right there. Literally made there. Mine now. As I said, one of the big challenges to Sushi Belt is about being patient. If you're not patient, then this is going to be a living hell for you. Well, living hell, that might be a bit much. But you know what I'm saying. Not going to be easy, but nothing is. Woohoo! Anyway. Up here. Okay, and then that's got to be iron plating. Going that way. And then that's got to be just some red boys. And then, of course, we wire it all up. Plus that change to read, and we're good. Are we actually, did we ever go down coal? We have gone down a coal, like 1,000 coal, and yet it's still pretty bad. Okay. Still hasn't connected that one. I really would love it to connect that one because we'd get a lot of things done very quickly if that happened. All the bots would launch out of their homes. Speaking of all the bots launching out of their homes, modular armor. Do we have like, oh God, we need power armor. Okay, we can't make power armor now. Can make modular armor. That needs 50 steel plates and 30 advanced circuits. Yeah, it does. Why wouldn't it? I guess the advanced circuits is probably not going to be the hard part because they're all right here. Steel, on the other hand, steel is going to be a problem. What, can I just steal these? Go up by where the bots don't finish. Why, what am I going to do with that? Oh, actually, never mind. Look at this. But if I go up there, like this, you mean up here? Those things are being consumed. Can't take that stuff. Good news is we've got modular armor. Then we probably need to get some... Figure it out from there. Okay, modular armor. Why modular if I have power armor? Because power armor is going to require more work. I need 40 processing units. Now I currently have 0 processing units total. I'm going to start here. Because you got to start somewhere. It's 42 less, exactly. I start making. Yeah, soon did it. I can make solar panels. I can't use solar panels though, so it's kind of a pain to make them. If you're wondering why I can't use solar panels, you may notice we don't have a day-night cycle. I turned day-night cycle off, but in that case, I think it's cheaty to use solar panels. So I think it's fine to use them for personal logistics. Does my house have solar panels? It does not. Not really a common thing here. But you can do what? I guess I don't really need batteries. If you think about it, why would I need batteries? Can kiwis generate electricity out of thin air? Yeah, kiwis can, but only the birds. The kiwi birds can absolutely generate electricity out of nothing. However, I'm not a kiwi bird, so... Does make things a little bit more difficult for me, unfortunately. Anyway, that's more science coming through, so that's pretty good. Still need like 45 batteries. Oh gosh. Kiwi fruit, bird, kiwi fruit, kiwi person. Exactly. To be fair, we don't typically call kiwi birds kiwi bird. We don't call kiwis kiwi birds. But now I've just confused myself, so that's fun. That's a new hell that I've put myself into. D5 batteries. What is a D5? I was going to say how many sizes it have, but it's kind of in the name, isn't it? 5. Obviously. I imagine personal battery Mark IIs are required for... It's a D6 where you ignore the 6. That's true. That's actually a very valid point. You ignore the 6, congratulations, you've got a D5. Is this going to be enough to... I got steel plates. Actually, you know what? Let's get this done. Let's get this done once and for all. I've lost my robot ports. They're there. We'll also use a pentagonal rod. I'll use your pentagonal rod. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. What else do I need? I need 10 advanced circuits. I'm just going to have to steal them. Screw it, they're mine anyway. And then I need 10 batteries, which is going to be a problem because what we have, how many batteries on the system? 75 out of 168. Batteries are a pain because you need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid's a pain because you need to have sulfuric acid. I deserved that one. Okay. So when we fire this off, I imagine bots are going to go nuts. Oh shit, here they come. They're coming from every which direction. Every which direction? I didn't know it was coming, no. I didn't actually. You guys give me too much credit thinking that I see these, like, this obvious joke coming. I never do. Okay, so, as we suspected, this oil is currently run out. I don't know why I say as we expected. No one expected this. No one talked about this. Why did no one tell me that oil could run out? Still half a dozen bots. Oh, there's 44 bots. A lot of bots these days. So what we're going to do is we're going to build down into this area. Oil can run out. Oil never completely runs out. Oil just stops being very useful. Yeah. Oh, there's water down there and sorry, copper. It's okay. Oh yeah, okay. So to answer that question, Oil doesn't run out, no. And you know that, but it's more the fact that it stops being a very efficient thing. And very much about efficiency over here. I don't know why I said you know that. I don't know what you know. From now on, I'm just going to tell people what they know. Alright? That's the level of arrogance I'm going to take. The underground seems to be in the wrong direction. You know what? I think you're right. I think it is in the wrong direction. Absolutely is. Your fridge running. Yeah, it is. Why? Do I have to go catch it? No. Alright. Go catch my fridge. BRB. Alright, so this is good. This is going to be making the the red belts just a lot faster. A lot more reliable. And also the yellow belt's coming online as well, which is very exciting. So how are we doing for red belts? Red belts, we still currently have 256. What we want. And I imagine the yellow belts, assuming we have the bots for them, which we don't, should be being built as well. Do my taps dispense water? Yes. They do. I don't know what joke you're about to make here. I am confused and intrigued. What did you think that dispensed Coke? No? Oh, water makes sense. Water does make sense. It's just someone's tap does dispense Coke. I mean, I guess bars do. Like when you go to a bar and you're like, I'll have a lemonade, and they've got those cool little things, you know, the ones that you press the button, they go. Oh man, I would love one of those. Not for any particular reason, I just want it. There's beer on tap. Yeah, exactly. 976 remaining. I think that might be us. Crud. How do you redo this? Thank you for following Mountain Stream. Really appreciate it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this and then have it come back into here. Yeah, okay, so we're going to put this coal and stuff, so we're going to disconnect this, I think. No, we'll worry about that later. It'll be fine. Much is left. 976. Yeah, it's not much. It's these 3 mines will be done very, very soon. It'll be very sad. But you know what? Your starting mine's got to run out sometime. And we've got 2 other iron mines that are going, and they are going substantially. They're on opposite sides of the base. It's ideally what you want. Have we made any of these yet? No. That's right, because we needed more electric furnaces, which we haven't built yet. Look at those little guys doing their best. Their best isn't good enough. Maybe what we'll do is build it over here because there's an empty cell here. We can just put down there. And disconnect this. Excuse me. You know it's a good sneeze when you almost sneeze your headphones off. Good. That's my rule. My rule is sneezing. Thank you. Paste with quick replace when? What do you mean paste with quick replace? What are these arcane words you speak? Literally your #1 requested feature. I don't know what this is. You're speaking magical words and I do not understand. Is this a mod? Or it's just what you want? Okay, that's good. It's a feature missing from Factorio. Well, get to it, Factorio devs. Gosh, what are you even doing? But a dev knows about it and wants it. Oh, there you go. Ah, lazy Factorio devs. I joke, by the way, these devs are the craziest, least lazy devs I've ever seen. I mean, most devs aren't lazy at all, of course. Like, software development is hard. And dick move to actually be like, yeah, devs are lazy. No, devs have lives, you know, and they're allowed to have them. What if it's slow replace? Slow replace is fine. You know what they say, better slow replace than no replace. Okay. Good. So that's hopefully going to make some stuff. Oh, shoot, this isn't done correctly at all. Not that I think it would matter, but... You know, we've got one out of the... How many do we even want? Lots, probably. One out of 112 electric furnaces on the bus. Yeah, we're not really in danger of running out. Okay. Ludicrous replace. Is iron going well? I think iron's going pretty well. I feel good about iron. Not great about sulfuric acid. Oil's going well. I mean, what if we just sort of put another steel machine like here? Too close to the iron though, isn't it? Maybe here then? It's kind of close to that steel. Fine. They are still clearing out those things, which is very good. Very excited. All my bots are working. Okay, so let's go back to the... Batteries are the problem though, aren't they? Batteries are the problem. Can we look at making more batteries? Or at the very least, more sulfuric barrels. Sulfuric acid is iron and... Iron, sulfur, and water. Can we make more sulfur somewhere? Maybe that's the real question that we've got to ask ourselves. Sulfur is made out of petroleum gas, I see. Water? The problem isn't the fact that we don't have enough sulfur. The problem is the sulfur is just in one place. And when the sulfur goes far away, it gets stuck forever. So maybe what we could do... We're already making sulfur over there. Okay, well actually, hang on, that's perfect. Why don't we make sulfuric acid over here too? Just do a sneaky one of those. Make sulfuric acid over there, barrel it, wabam. You're having a good day. Always important to point out when you're having a good day. That's just something I've found. And if anything ever has like one cell between it, we might as well connect them. Feels like we have frame drops, but it's at 60, so... It's concerning. It just feels like we've got frame drops. We don't. Feels like we do. Okay, you know what? Another 50. Put them in. Maybe I should have put the accumulators up first. Got 5 oh goodness. Oh, what is that madness? Okay, we've got 5 accumulators. And what we could do is just put accumulators all the way through the middle, right? We don't use it for anything. How's power? Power's okay, I think. I'm going to say power's okay, and then we're not going to question it. No, nothing goes in the middle. So we're going to have 25 extra megawatt, just in case we have a little bit of a spike with all the bots. We did just add like 50 more bots. We've now got 94 bots. Most of them are going to and from this box here. Alarm when it drops below 90%. Good idea. If it drops below 90%, we've got other problems though, to be fair. Like, below 90%, you're already dead. And what am I going to do if it happens anyway? What am I going to do? A is less than 101. Okay. Oh. Cry. Yeah, crying is an option. So then we're going to use the star control mod because why not? There we go. So that was too quiet. That was too zany. Yeah, you know what? I like that one. Okay, so if we go below 98%, we get the Pekunk battle theme from Star Control 2. That mod was made by Veldak. Thanks, Veldak. I'll always try to find a place for it. Whether it gets used or not, I don't know, but I'll try to find a place for it whenever I can. I love it. Oh yeah, Mojo, how you doing? Oh, good. Yep, Veldak absolutely pimped that mod. You like Star Control and you like sounds. Is it the mod for you? I don't know. Is this you tell me? Okay. So I need a mod to add cat sounds. Honestly, you're probably not wrong. It does seem like something I should add. I don't think I've got a mod for cat sounds. Veldak, get on it. No, I'm joking. Mostly. It's like that cat sound means that I'm in danger. That cat sound means I'm in danger. That cat sound, danger. There is a trend. There is a pattern of danger. Okay, and we'll connect them to that. Pet cat. Adds pet cats to the game. Wonderful. Factorio players never change. Never change Factorio players. Just be weird and zany, every single one of you. We do have splitters. They're in that box, right? What box? Good question. This one. Yeah, they'll get to it. They'll figure it out. The bots are smarter than people. Robots are smarter than people. And you think I'm right? Yep. Anyway, that's my quota for Disney songs today. There always seems to be one. I can't really help it. I could help it. I choose not to. That's always my line. I like I can't help it, and it's like, well, I could. But okay, so now to actually get anything happening, we do need to get some beltage going. There we go. And that should be making sulfur when it feels like it. Yeah. The sulfur does exist around here, so that's good. That means it'll actually be consumed. We do need 5 sulfur for what? 50 sulfuric acid. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That's not reasonable. Even close to reasonable. Do we need more petroleum? Ooh, quite a lot more petroleum, actually, yes. Darn. Okay, that's fine. I mean, that's really probably why we need to... I like how the bots are just slowly working on that belt. I love how they do it so haphazardly. It's almost adorable. It's frustrating, but adorable. Those belts are very slow. Oh, probably because... a little bit of a jam there. Also, I think the other problem is this is a output hub, and there's not really a lot of ways to get things to leave. I imagine we're probably seeing a very similar problem over here. And not really, actually. You need to build more around these output hubs. I don't know if Veldek had a mod that added goose sound. Sorry, Mojo, I didn't respond to that, but I don't know. That seemed like something he'd do. I don't know why I'm like saying disparaging things about Veldek right now. He doesn't deserve that. Boy. Power usage has crept up quite high since we've had the bots working. And they're all still going too, so yikes. I think we should increase the belt limits by another 1,000. How are we doing actually? So if we go to buildings and go all, we currently have 5,000 red belts. What about nuclear? You know what? We did all this work so we could start doing nuclear, and then we never started building the centrifuges. So that's a mistake on my part. We need to get onto that. After all, centrifuges. I heard they're going to be centrifuge. $209 iron ore remains. What are they calling buildings rather than built? Okay. Got it. Wait, where's the last piece? Oh, it's under there. Interesting. There we go. Make sure it's balanced. Very important. I mean, to be fair, sushi is a Japanese word, which really just kind of proves that English is a messed up language, that we keep stealing their words. $159. I don't know why I say we. It's not like I've gone and stolen someone's word before. You can trust me on that. If you hear rummaging through your garbage, I promise you 100% it's not me looking for words that are in your language and not in mine. That'll get them off the scent. Robot is not even an English word. Dude, no words are an English word. English is not a language. English is just a bunch of thieves rooting through someone's dictionary at night. This is not actually a thing that I believe. I'm just a hot take. Quote about England. Orcs are the real magical girl. I mean, that's not a quote about England. That's just a quote about truth. That's just the truth of life. Orcs are magical girls. English is what would happen if the Dutch didn't get in. Oh, is English what happens when the Dutch get involved? Wait, why did the Dutch get involved? I don't remember. Sorry, I've just looked at my my spreadsheet, and I don't have any percentage listed for blue science, which we know is incorrect. Okay. More quotes added, the less chance you are of having the right quote. Oh, but doesn't it feel good when you do? Wait, what is the quote about England? I don't even know what quote you mean. Okay. That's alright. So, what were we doing? We're going to add another 1,000 to this. No, 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 no. Do not touch that. So what do we need? We need steel. No, I need this to finish before doing anything else. Okay, are we done at this point? 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay, done. By the way, if those flashing lights at the top of the screen are bothering you, don't worry. I keep looking at them and thinking that something is wrong with my computer. England got a little more deformed every time it was invaded. I mean, yeah. Doesn't surprise me at all. England got invaded a lot. And then they got annoyed about it and they started invading everyone else. Alright, disconnect that for a moment. Okay. Rip all this out. And cow aren't the same thing. They're similar, but they're not the same thing. Beef is made from cow. Beef and cow is not the same thing. Can I push the coal and solid fuel through and have it counted? Absolutely. Because it doesn't count iron, it counts anything. But just to make sure I don't stuff it up, I'm going to do this. See, because it counts anything that comes through it. What we're going to do is pick all this up. Now it is going to push a little bit more coal and stuff through, but I don't really care too much about that. And it's counting on iron rather than that entirely. You know what? Yeah, I just want you to count. Now I'm just feeding coal through since I didn't take input off. Yes, I did. See? Input's currently off. Now, again, do not touch these. Do not touch those. That is how you break things. Oh. I didn't break anything. Everything's fine. Wait, chat, did stream die? Oh. Yeah, I can take that. Don't remove that. No? Okay, I never know when people say F, what they're meaning. Sometimes they mean stream died. Okay. See, now, we still want to use this stuff. I still like this design. So we do this. Now that's adding one. Now we don't want that. Okay, we want to leave that alone. 9? E? Good. Got it? We could probably do that. We need more arithmetic combinators. Interesting. Why don't we just take these two? Oh, that's the trick. That's the trick. You do not take those. Not even think about taking those. Stop it. I told you not to think about it. Oh my god, stop. Alright, so. Why can't I remove those? Because those are the memory. This remembers that 184,000 went through here. Right? And if I remove that, it forgets 184,000 went in, and then it will think there's 184,000 missing. And that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. It'd be extremely bad if it just forgot things ever went in. I could, but exactly what number is it? 184,000 and what? And 500? 900? 100? 2? Don't know. So we have to leave it as is, which is fine. Yeah, no one's going to be harmed by it existing. Hey, speed modules. That's alright. I mean, this place is not really going to be edited ever again anyway, so this will do fine. See, and by retrospect, this one here knows that 13 have been removed from the belt. So these two don't really add up because they're two different things. That one always adds one, the other one always subtracts one. I think. What are they connected to? All these substations. So green tells me how much is on the belt, and red tells me how much I want on the belt. And if green is ever less than red, then it'll input stuff if it can, and if red is ever more less than green, then it means something funky's happened recently. Like, it is possible that coal might be more right now. No, it's not. It's balanced out. Okay. Anyway, that's good. We've got more iron coming in. These specific ones? This one's not connected to anything except for here. Like, this is just connected to here saying that 184,000 went through. And this one's connected to here as well saying that 28 have gone out. And they figure it out from there. They're smart. Smart-ish. Holy shit. We need 69,000, sorry, 6,900 gears, and we've got 1.8. We have a severe lack of gears. It's not good at all. Quite right, Panda. Life is going to get difficult without gears. You're quite right. We got snacks. Right, well, you know what we could do? Be better. That's pretty much how she talks to me anyway. Okay. That needs to probably be adjusted a slightly different place. Okay. We need to go a little bit further up. Okay, now we don't need that one. At this point, that can be connected. Okay. Do I want more yellow belts? Yes. No. Make yellow belts just above it. We don't need yellow belts right now. We do need a little bit of Bat 2C. How come Batman doesn't dance anymore? It's still occasionally making plastic, but it's not making very much of it. Hmm. When your friend gave it to you, did you loudly declare snacks? If not, you missed an opportunity. Nice. I'm searching for more plates, by the way. Honestly, no real reason. Just what I've got on hand. You went to a talk in the UN. That's cool. I've never gone to a talk in the UN. Obviously. I don't know why I say obviously. You know, you don't know. Maybe I did. I did not. Quite frankly, it doesn't matter the gear, the assembled ones, because they're never going to be going that fast anyway. Because as soon as the iron dries up, the iron's gone anyway. Oh, that's not connected properly. I mean, it's fine, like it was still counting them. Okay, so that gives me another chance for more iron gears. It is. It is holding. It holds. It'll hold when we have like 5,000 more iron gears. Which is the very reason we needed to build that. More iron over there. Lots of iron up there. Plus more coal, oil. Really need to build those centrifuges, huh? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do a targeted red belt. Target like that. And target like that. Quite frankly, I think we need to be able to speed things up and down away from the iron mine. It'll take a little while, of course, but it'll get there. Okay, centrifuges. I've never used power from the accumulators, which makes sense because otherwise we would have heard a weird sound. It probably would only last for a second, but it would be enough to startle me. Pebbles lines is currently not being made. Steel is trying to push up. Personal. Ah! Personal Roboport. Good question. Fortunately, my attention span is very short because I keep remembering things that I forgot, but then forgetting things that I remembered. Which is the most, like, weird thing I've said recently. Probably not true. I'm gonna pretend it's true. No, that's not how you do this. You know this. That's not how you do any of this. Well, that's how you do that one. You do that one that way. I wish I had more splitters. How's plastic looking these days? Yeah, it's about 1,000 short, which is not really surprising. You can see evidence of that now over here. It's not making me happy. Let's see, I need more splitters, we know that. Why just build them by hand? Why not? Be the rebel. Be the rebel. Build a splitter the wrong way around. Okay, let's try that again. Iron gears. Advanced circuits. That's going to be a problem shortly. And concrete, that's always going to be a problem. Keep in mind, we're going to have to build one of these for every duck. I literally can't see concrete. There it is. Which is naturally going to suck. Suck a duck, that's what it's going to do. It's a normal phrase. Australians use it all the time. I think it's pluck a duck, actually, now that I think about more about it. I believe it was a character from some TV show. But that's not the point. The point is... I don't really know what my point was. Hey, it's Saturday? Is that what it's from? See, I only know about it from the Hamish and Andy show talking about it. And I didn't really get the concept because not Australian. I think we're good now. Oh. Because they do need to reuse, don't they? Exactly, just like Australians, always bright and pretty. I haven't been around enough Australian streams, and I hope they make fun of New Zealanders as much as they make fun of them. Otherwise, I'm just the asshole. Please confirm, Australian streamers. Do you make fun of New Zealanders? Please say. Or do you just don't even care about us? In which case, that's fine too, I suppose. Do you care about us? Please say you care about me, senpai. I don't even know who you are. New Zealand? Is that a real place? I think the answer is always going to come to no, see if you're just being an asshole. New Zealand is to Australia what Stewart Islands is to Stewart, by the way, not Stewart, but no, it is not. New Zealand is better than that. Stewart, okay. Stewart Island is to New Zealand as Tasmania is to Australia. That is correct. I don't actually know if that's correct. I feel like people actually live on Tasmania. Yeah, people live on Stewart Island. Only make fun of bad Kiwi streamers. Only good Kiwi streamers are Australian streamers by default. Ah, so I'm a bad streamer. Is this what you're telling me? You're telling me I'm a bad streamer? Is that what you're telling me, Bullet Test? Is that what you're telling me? I get it. It's fair. But untrue. Don't you dare. Ah, you bloody did it. That's alright. It passed the Australian citizenship test, or like residency test with 100%, so you know what? Yes. We need more concrete. I mean, it was the online test. I didn't actually do the test, but still. I like how optimistic I was to build 3 of these. Like, 3 is not plausible. But I'm never changing it, because I just like the optimism. This one, we need more electrical furnaces. How much concrete do we need? 100. 100 concrete before we start getting centrifuges. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. The Covarex requires a centrifuge as well. Okay. So we need at least 2 centrifuges. That's a diamond. Oh, that's how I sit sometimes. I don't know why I was doing that with my fingers. That's how I live my life. Yeah. We have no gherkins? I'm gonna go back to muting myself. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a second, everyone. Alright, who posted a link so long that it broke? You know what, if I have to take a guess, I'm gonna bet it was Solberg. I don't know why that was Gosen. There's the friggin' Subaru duck. Classic Subaru. Okay, let's have a look at these ducks that you're posting. Yep, duck. Please don't feed me bread. Oh, it's soft. And that's a rooster. Done goofed. Alright. Get back to it, eh? So, how do you get a midlife crisis? Honestly, step one, start streaming. Worked for me. I'm not midlife yet. Says as if he believes it. How are we doing with concrete? I'm in my midlife. You're starting to. You feel like you're still waiting for your life to start. Geez, man. I don't really know how to answer that question, but I think your life has already started. Better or for worse, I suppose. Life is what you make of it, and all that jazz. Not by robbing a bank. No, that gets you life in prison. There's a difference. It's a classic mistake that people make all the time. I don't know if it gives you life in prison, but it certainly will give you some prison time. By the way, I'm at this point required to remind you: do not rob a bank. My lawyer has told me that whenever this sort of thing comes up, I do have to remind people not to rob a bank. Money is not a problem. I mean, it really depends what you want to do. What is the thing that is important to you, and move towards that. But I mean, that differs for everyone, doesn't it? So it's a difficult question to ask, especially while I'm doing a Factorio stream. You don't want to do anything? I mean, that's a fine thing to do as well. If you don't want to do anything, no one's making you. Don't let society tell you who to be. Your users had a problem and can't access the system. Honestly, words that I got one time, and you can take this as you want, is the job, if it's not something you enjoy, use it to fund the things that you enjoy. Now, if you don't know what the things you enjoy are, then maybe try some things. That's okay. I like my job as well. My job is not my dream. It is not my passion. I'm good at my job, but it will never be who I am. who I am, like if I could be paid enough to live by streaming, I probably would. But I can't and I won't be, and that's okay too. Because I'm really just here for fun. You know, take the Saitama approach. I'm a streamer for fun, not fame or glory. Also because I can punch through a monster just one hit, because I'm real strong. Hang on, I got distracted. One stream! Not passionate enough to do the thing when you don't have time? I don't know. It gets a bit heavy that I can probably discuss during stream, I suppose. One stream, man. He streams once, like once every year, but he gets like 3 million viewers. But because he only streams once every year, he's not like affiliated or anything, so he gets no money and no one really remembers him. But it was a really good stream. Well, I'm enjoying this new version of Saitama. He's also bald. Well, of course. So, you know, it's not Northern Lion, because Northern Lion streams constantly. Poor Northern... I don't know why I'm saying poor Northern Lion. I'm jealous of him, honestly. But gets all the bald jokes. I think he says he's pretty used to it, but still. What am I making? I'm making concrete over here. God. Poor Northern Lion, yeah. Poor guy. Just like Northern Lion? That's fine. You're allowed to. I enjoy him. That's not going to help me. Regardless, my point was more just he's a guy doing his thing, and his number one joke is he bald, and he's like, yeah, I know, but they're still like, ha, he bald. Team Hydrate? Well, hang on. Hydrate wasn't redeemed. Sometimes you feel if you didn't have a job, you'd be bored enough to do random things. You keep criticizing yourself. Honestly, there was a time when I thought, like this is about 10 years ago, where I was like, you know what? I don't like my job at the moment. I'm going to leave my job and I'm going to find another job. And in the meantime, I'm just going to play video games. Needless to say, what I did is I just played video games for like 3 months until eventually I found something. But it was like, this is not good. Like I really did nothing. Like I played crappy web games until I went to sleep. And it was a dark time. I wouldn't say the darkest time of my life, but it certainly wasn't a great time. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. I don't know. I'm not a very good agony aunt for this sort of thing, I'm afraid. Seriously? Seriously, Gosen? Stop, please. Whole life was dark times for Panda. Look, I mean, I don't really want to get into the pre-Panda times because they weren't actually great times for multiple reasons. No, I don't really want to get into this right now. I've just decided, and I am allowed to not get into this right now, but all I can say is, you know, sometimes life isn't the best. And sometimes shit happens that you're not entirely happy about, but that's fine. You work through it, you build up, you become a better person. You overcome those, you know, shitty people that were in your life, and you know, eventually good things do come. Let's not talk about things that'll get Steve cancelled. Look, it wouldn't get Steve cancelled. It's just they're not happy times. And it's not necessarily just because Panda's in my life that life's a lot happier. It's because other people aren't in my life that makes me a lot happier. Well, you know? Oh, no, 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 not 50. Not 50. I know what 50 is. There it is. There it is. I was talking about dragons. And they are. White dragons are very stupid. It's 49 instead of 50. I know it's 50. I am well aware what 50 is. Because 50 is the one I have to explain the most, that I'm not like some... I don't even know what to describe it. Our lives are very heavily influenced by the people we hang out with. Yeah, exactly. And so, of course, yes, 100% Panda has improved my life in every single way. But there were other people I hung out with, and this is also while I knew Panda, that were not improving my life or mental well-being in any way whatsoever. And thankfully those people aren't around anymore, and I'm very, very pleased about that. I don't need that shit in my life. No one does, honestly. Really comes down to it. And can I be any more vague? Yes, I could be. Elben, are you just scrolling through the quotes and just picking out the ones that you find funny at this exact moment? Because, I approve of this. I am SeiferKatt, a famed masochist. And I approve of this message. You know what, Dave? It's growing on me. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. I think I'm liking it now. Every time I say it, I'm like, this is a dumb thing to say, but I'm like, yeah. There is nothing stopping those. We have like more engines than we should have. Oh god. Yes. Yes, we do. I'm supposed to have 315 engines. I've got 1,400 engines. That's going to take a while before those are needed again. Oh, day. Okay, so we've got way more engines than we need on the bus. Not really a problem. Anyway, let's get that quoted because you wanted it in there. How do I keep track of all items on the bus? Good question, Laventa. So, a couple of things. First off, every time anything enters the bus, or this, no, let's go enters the bus first. There we go. Anytime anything enters the bus, it goes through here, which will count +1 to this. So, for instance, this signal knows how many things have gone into the bus. And that contributes to the green signal. The green signal also takes for things going out of the bus. Then we have a little computer network here, which works out how many things we want, and that is the red circuit. So the red calculation is how much do we want maximum, and the green is how much do we have right now. Bus needs an engine, that is true. And that's basically how it goes. How many times have I needed to flush it out and recount it? 0. I'm being very careful about it. The numbers might be off a little bit by like a few 10 or so far. If it's gotten really bad, I go for the autosave. It's only happened once that bad. And if it gets really, like if I make a quick mistake, then I quickly do a snip of what went wrong and then I fix it manually. Generally, I haven't had to flush it out at all. If I had to flush it out, I would be in danger because it's getting quite big now. Yeah, no. If you connect every belt to the network, what happens is you get about 15 frames per second. That's what I did the first time I did this, and it went very, very, very badly. But instead, what you're doing is just counting things entering this big circle bullshit and leaving the big circle bullshit. And that way it's got far less calculations to do. Because if you try to count everything on the belts at all times, yes, you're going to get an accurate number. You're going to get an accurate number at all times. What you're also going to get, and this is going to be the big problem, is you are going to get every time they enter and leave a splitter. Splitters can't be connected to the circuit network, so they enter and leave just so they can spread around. And so think about how many items are entering and leaving here right now. And every time it does that, it has to update. Enter, leave, enter, leave, enter, leave. And every one of these is calculating every single time. And so basically it would be counting about 10,000, 100,000 items every second. And the computer just goes, nope, and struggles with that. If I had to flush it out, could I set belts to 0? No. See, this is the problem. This is the thing that I had to take a bit of time for. There is no one section that is saying this is how many is on the belt. Everything is split up. So this one here says, I have put 25,000 items on the belt. And elsewhere, there'll be something saying, I've taken 12,000 items off, and something else saying, I've taken 13,000 off, and that balances it out. There is no one number that knows exactly how much it is. Everything is a calculation between all the signals saying how much they've taken off or put onto the bus. And that is why power can't be just localized, like with solar power, can't be localized in a small place. Power failing means it just stops counting and it sticks on the state that it was currently in. Which, speaking of which, how's power? Power's fine. So that's the reason why I'm very, very concerned about it. Loops can be flushed out easily, but yeah, if I had to flush out everything, what I would probably have to... Oh god, I don't even want to think what I have to do. That context sold, by the way, is so horrible. That context is gonna get me in trouble. It sounds like I'm doing massive dumps, and I'm not okay with that. But that's what you wanted, and I did say that. Isn't intended to have that much coal on the bus. Yeah, it's going down, but the problem is, as I said, if I lose power, thank you. If I lose power, what will happen is I will be really in trouble because nothing will be counted for those seconds. It probably won't be as bad as I think it would be, but I don't want to try it out. But the other thing is, and I show this sometimes, is we have an Excel sheet that tries to work out generally what percentage of things I have on the bus. So right now we've got 13% of the bus on coal, approximately. It's probably a bit higher than that because coal's not a problem, but that's generally how we're doing it. Think about humans. If their brain loses power, they get amnesia and dementia and stuff like that. Yeah. So basically it won't know. It basically blacks out and doesn't know what happened in those times between when it loses power, when it gains power again. It won't forget the number it had, but it won't know what happened in the between times. And I cannot afford to let that happen. So the coal is there just to make sure that things don't go awry. At some point I would like to get nuclear power going. I'm probably going to build into like this little sea, get that working, but we haven't got there yet. Now, I remember everyone wanted me to build personal bots. The problem with that is I need batteries, and batteries aren't easy to come by. I think what we're going to do more likely is continue working on petroleum because it's a little bit light. Let's see if we can find some steel. Steel, how much are we short by? Is it getting any better? 1.2 out of 3.1. I think it is getting better because it was like 900 before. I think those extra furnaces that I built are really helping out. Doesn't look like it, but I guess it does. Batteries aren't easy. Am I having problems with acid? I am 100% having problems with acid. Acid is a lot more complicated to make than you think. Because acid needs 5 pieces of sulfur to make 50 sulfuric acid. Or 1 barrel. Oh yes, because that shit gotta be barreled. Hey look, there's an underground belt over there. Yeah, look at that. Huh. This fish part of the duck? Haha, you know it, bro. Sure is. Yeah, we need to find some steel. I don't know if there's any steel just lying around. The only thing that I can... So, as I said, the only thing that really isn't part of the duck is... Am I going to fish or launch white science? I think the correct answer there is both. Because, I mean, I'm building in the water, right? So I can fish. Did I really? Kidding me? Did I? Oh, yeah. I'm looking in the box for steel. No, there's no steel anywhere. Where am I going to find steel in this economy? Alright. So anyway, we need a refinery. What else do we need? We're basically going to do this one again. So we need some more pump jacks. Chemical plant's probably fine, and we're probably needing some storage tanks. Okay. More pump jacks as well, I think. Okay, we need iron. Odaba, please tell me when I walk past iron. Never mind, I found it myself. I'm that skilled, guys. Okay, so how many did I need? I don't know. Fine, I'll figure it out. I've got enough for 2 more, and I've got enough iron for 63 pipes. That doesn't seem like enough. That does not seem like enough at all. You know what might also be good? A couple of science labs. And we've got 1 arithmetic combinator. That's not enough. Which quote? Oh. Most recent one? A good quote then. He got us on it. My favorite quotes are the ones that are out of context, honestly. I know I like sigh and about them, but they are the ones that are just really funny. I'm like, yeah, that is what I said. It's not quite what was the intention, but that is what was said. And that's why I love them. So glad we put these 2 solar powers in here. Do we have? Can we get like no, we can't build exoskeletons. So we're not going to do this with. That's good. Nuclear power. Look, you know what? Let's start researching that. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I mean, am I? Oh, SeiferKatt is not known for being wrong. SeiferKatt is only known for being wrong. So the other day, I was with a coworker after work, and I was like telling them I had a plan for something. I was like, "Look, come on, when have I ever led you wrong?" And they're like, "Always?" And I'm like, that's harsh but fair. And they're like, "Wait, what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fair enough." They're like, "Wait, you just accept that?" I'm like, "Yeah, pretty funny." Like it's a newer coworker, so they're still learning, and so I'm, in a position where I can be like, teaching them stuff they need to know and culture and all that sort of thing. I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. Just make fun of make fun of the person who's helping you. That's cool. Whatever. I'm joking. I'm not even slightly mad about it. But I'm just like, yeah, you're about right. Okay, how are we doing? Yeah, that's oil. That is oil. Good job, Steve. You identified oil. I'm proud of myself. Anyway, it was a thing I did with labs last time that I really liked, and I kind of want to do that again. Which was to do this. Because that way it connects it all quite nicely. Or it will when oi. Oh? I was saying oi for a second there. To look closer. You're saying oh, which doesn't really make much more sense, but hey. Oh! Do we need to worry about... like another oil. Do we have another oil? We've got this one. We've got to have more oil. How else would we do this? Where's my other oil? No, the same one again. Not that one, because that one doesn't output oil barrel. That outputs oil barrels, but where do the oil barrels come from? Well, I'm confused. Definitely not there. No, that's petroleum. I'm losing my gosh darn mind right now. Where does the other oil come from? Before anyone asks, no, we don't have coal liquefaction. Where? I am so confused right now. I've got to get oil from somewhere else. But I don't know where it's from. Coal liquefaction? That's the one. What? Am I losing my mind? No one needs to answer that one, by the way. Nope. It doesn't matter. It ultimately does not matter. I'm just confused. Oh, wait. It is there! No. Okay. I just assumed that I had, like, a different thing, but no, oil was coming from here. Okay. There's something here from somewhere else. But there wasn't something coming from anywhere else. I was just going crazy. I'm taking crazy pills. I'm not actually taking crazy pills. Not there's anything wrong, but I'm not. Okay. Just assumed I was getting oil from somewhere else, and I don't know why. Okay, so those are still being built. They're taking their time, but they'll get there. Let's switch that back, actually, I think. Actually, you know what? That can stay red. Hey, bots for the network. We got 94 in the network currently. Okay, so that should sort itself out. But you're right there. Hmm. All right. I should be finishing off here as well now that you mention it. All right. Well, let's get this this coal done, and we'll finish this off. So, because I'd like to do is make plastic here as well, just because there's no shame in having more plastic in the system. How much are we short by? About 1,000. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So, what we're going to do is one more tank, fill that with petroleum gas, and we will do this, make plastic. I just want to get the plastic done, you know, it's just, don't make plastic like that. Can't make prints with plastic, can't make prints with plastic. Okay. Sorry, it was catchy. And actually, whoa, 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 buddy, calm your shit down. Because
Butt kicking, for goodness!
thank you for following Nevstar 2014 or 2014, depending what you prefer. Thank you for following regardless. I know some people just prefer skip the numbers, but I think the numbers are a formality. You can't just skip a number. At least unless someone says you can. Maybe that number's important to them. Maybe that number is just when their account was created. Don't tempt him. Shut up, regardless. Actually a person? Well, clearly it's a person. You can see him right there. Okay, let's finish that off. Oops, we've messed that up again. Not that it's a big deal, but it's kind of annoying. Thanks for following regardless. Oh, you know, sometimes you gotta follow regardless. It's not what I meant, and you... I followers, no videos. Well, you know, maybe he's got some friends. What I've found is a lot of people say, oh, I'm gonna raid. Oh, I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna like start streaming, and everyone goes, oh, awesome. And then they never do. I had a friend who was... No, what? That's not how this works, and you know that. I had a friend who was very excited about streaming one time. Like, so excited. And he was just like, yeah, I'm going to stream, and I'm going to get hundreds of viewers, and I'm going to make my career that way. And I went, okay. Like, how are you going so far? He's like, I haven't started yet. I'm like, well, step one is do that. He's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to get lots of followers because my friends are all going to follow. I'm like, probably not, mate. Probably won't care that much. He's like, no, you'll see. He streamed once. He got 2 people following him and 0 watches for the whole stream. I'm like, yeah. And then he never streamed again because he was so convinced he was going to be the next star. And I'm like, yeah, that tends to happen. No one starts big unless you got like some big like company behind you. Let's disconnect that real quick. A friend of mine started streaming, got 90 followers in a day. Well, good on him. I wonder what he's streaming. I don't get on that action. I don't actually want to get on that action. I'm pretty happy with what we've got. Started on YouTube. When you joined Twitch, it was a thing that if you followed the stream, it would follow you back. That's fair. Alright then. Well, you know what? Here's a good place to quit. We've got the plastic going again. And petroleum gas is being made. We're going to put that in barrels. We're going to put oil in barrels, and then we'll see where we go from there, eh? So let's save. Let's call it sushi. Hello. 26 hours. God, still no purple. Ooh. Cats explosions. Kapow! Don the mask. You're going to make me do this in the Don the mask, aren't you? Gosh, it's really warm today. I don't know what's up with that. You considered streaming, but you don't think you're interesting enough to of people to watch you play games? I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But I don't think I'm interesting, and I just rabbit along, and people seem to mostly enjoy it. Anyway, let's do the end. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed what you've seen today. If you want to come back and watch more and you're not following, please do consider following. I would appreciate it. Is Seif interesting? Chicken, yes. Hey, 8-ball on my side. Oh god, they're doing the sound effects again. Alright. You can also go to... Guys, please. You can also go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That is where I post VODs. The VODs are like 2 months behind. I'm currently posting my Nullius run, Darkest Dungeon run, and a RimWorld run. So yeah, typically I stream 4 nights a week, but I will not be streaming Saturday, Sunday this week. I will be streaming, so the next time I'll be streaming will be Monday, and I'll be streaming more Factorio. So, you know, if you can make it for that, please do. I'd appreciate it. And we will just be continuing this sushi block run until we get 5 ducks a minute, or until I cry. Like, actually manly cry. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're going to see what happens. No, I haven't. I'm just really pushing through it. I'm pushing. I'm pushing so... The rim shot that got me that time. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys maybe next time on Monday. Take care, everyone. Or, you know, actually, one more thing. If I do a sneaky stream sometime this week, I'll message on the Discord. So, you know, go to the Discord if you're interested for that. Well, you know, if you're following you around, you'll click on, oh, look, he's streaming. Really simple stuff. Anyway, see everyone next time.